Hey, while I was looking up family words for my girlfriend, I came across a lot of other relational words, so I figured I would make a list of 25 of those too, so for your information. First one, not exactly a relational word, kind of the opposite, is single. Take the number 1, the close side of your chin, so like I'm right-handed, so it's on my right hand, then it's going to go on the other side, single. Single. Second word is friend, where you have hooks on each hand, hook one way, hook the other way. Friend. Friend. Third word for your really good friend, your bestie, whatever, you're going to make a letter R and then just emphasis. So, the two of us, we're like that, we're thick as thieves. Fourth word, to date. Take the letter D on both hands, bring them together, a few taps, to date. Fifth is to fall in love. So your non-dominant hand, my left hand in my case, is flat, and then your other hand is 1, and it falls and then kind of scoots forward on the low hand. So sideways it looks like that. To fall in love. Toward the direction, so like if a man is there and a woman is there, he falls in love with her, or she, falls in love with him. Fall in love. Relationship. You got your thumb and middle finger coming together, but they've linked around each other. A relationship. It kind of goes back and forth a little bit, forward and back, or side to side. If it's people over here, they're in a relationship. It also works for like being related, Oh, he's my second cousin, whatever, the two of us were related. Okay, to go steady with someone. You've been dating for a while, you're exclusive. Your hands are like thumbs up, your A's or whatever. Knuckles and palms together, they go back and forth. You're going steady. Eighth word, boyfriend. We haven't actually covered the word boy, which is like you're grabbing the bill of a baseball cap. Boy. So boyfriend is boy, friend. Boyfriend. And girl, another word we haven't gone over yet, is a thumb making a line down the chin. Girl. So girlfriend is girlfriend. Girlfriend. However, instead of saying boyfriend, girlfriend, a lot of times you'll just see sign language people do this motion. So wiggly thumbs with their knuckles together over their heart is, like your sweetie, your sweetheart, or whatever. It's non-gender specific. Sweetheart. Okay, to propose. We had the word marry from the last video, so to propose is to marry, suggest, or marry, offer. To propose. Engaged, you have the letter E, and you have your left hand where your ring finger goes. E comes down, swoop down, E. Fiance, F. E for engaged, F for fiance. Boy or girl, doesn't matter, fiance. 14th word, wedding. So this was marry, where the hands come together like this. Hands are still coming together for wedding, only this time they're kind of scooping the other way. Wedding. 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 You're not going to hook your palms together. It's like where your fingers are. Wedding. Wedding vow. Okay, so the word for vow is the same as the word for promise. Your non-dominant hand is going to make a little O, where the whole, it faces up, and then your one hand is going to start over your lips, and then come down, flattened out. Promise. Promise. So in a wedding, it would be a vow. Same idea. Promise. Okay. To adopt. Start out, palms facing down, open. You bring your hands up, and you turn them into A's. Adopt. Children, adopt. Or you can get pregnant. There's two ways to get pregnant. You can either start out with number fives, palms facing together at your side, and then they'll come forward and come together. Pregnant, pregnant. Or you might see that one hand is flat, or actually bent a little bit, and then the fingers are going to point down with the palms facing in, and then it's going to come out away from your stomach to show the growth. Pregnant. Woman over there, she's pregnant. Or pregnant. Birth, you have your non-dominant hand is going to be palm down, and both hands are going to be palm down, but your dominant hand is going to scoop underneath. So, birth. You know, before she was pregnant, but now she gave birth. 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 The word for love, which you probably already know, but just in case, is love. Your two S hands cross over each other, you know, maybe a little bit squeeze if you're sentimental, you know, like, oh, love. Now for the slightly depressing words. We had love and to fall in love, but to fall out of love, there's a word in sign language which means like to wane or to lessen, to decrease the amount, or to fade away. Fade away. Where your thumb starts touching your fingers and then it slides out to the side as your fingers close. And that's happening on both hands, only your palms are going to be facing up. So it's to run out, you know. So if they fall out of love, their love runs out. Love runs out. Fall out of love. Okay, after you fall out of love, what you do, you get divorced. Divorce is a directional word. I hope you don't actually get divorced, but anyhow. Divorce. B's, just like back when you were dating. Okay, so if you are not laying blame who's divorcing who, or you don't know, you can just divorce. Both hands will go away from each other. But let's say you've set up that a man is over here and a woman is over here and they were married, but now they're getting divorced. Maybe he is divorcing her. Divorce. If the man is on this side, then he is divorcing her. Or if she does that, then she is divorcing him. Or, you know, like I said before, it could be mutual, they divorce each other. Once they are divorced, they are the ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever. You learned husband and wife in the last video. Now, ex, it's just E, and then an X looks like a hook, so EX kind of pivots forward a bit. X. My ex. My ex-husband, my ex-wife, whatever. And then the word enemy. Hey. So this is the word for opposite. You draw your pointing fingers away from each other, so your opposite person is your enemy. Enemy. Okay, and to recover from the slightly unhappy section, your last two words are neighbor and roommate. So neighbor, so like my next door neighbor who lives on my right, or my neighbor who lives across the street, or my neighbor who lives on my left. So they're both kind of bent hands, and the one is tapping on the other. My neighbor. Or neighbor in just like a general sense, like love your neighbor. You don't have to put it on any side. Just neighbor. Last word is roommate. You got kind of bent claw type hands. Your palms are facing in toward each other. They come together and your fingers interlace. Roommate. And it's also the word for to match, like, oh man, look at her outfit, her clothes really go together. They match. Your roommate is a person who goes in the same, like, house with you. Right? So, words again: single, friend, really good friend, to date, to fall in love, a relationship, going steady, boyfriend, girlfriend, sweetheart, propose, engage, fiance, sorry, I was going to do marry again, wedding, promise or vow, adopt, pregnant or pregnant, birth, love, fall out of love, divorce, 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 ex, enemy, neighbor, roommate.